So here I was. I thought it'd be very funny to record a video where I sneak behind enemy line as a stalker infiltrator. And that was when I came across this guy who was trying to use his orbital strike. So I backstabbed him. And normally, that's when the enemy comes back with a flashlight. But he completely ignored my existence and went straight back for the orbital strike. So I backstabbed him. But he kept coming back straight for the orbital strike. He chose not to believe that there was an infiltrator camping here. So eventually my chat log was just filled with the same names, and it was at this moment I realized I'm an asshole. I mean, this poor dude is just trying to use his orbital strike. That is why today I'll be going through how to be a good guy in PlanetSide 2, so I can balance out all the horrible things I've done in the past. Now, in order to be a good guy, first step is to log in as NSO character, because NSO is apparently seen as a support faction, even though in reality it barely has supportive elements in it. And I think it's a way that people try to make sense why NSO isn't as good as other three factions, because it's a support faction. It's like people make up the fact that pineapple pizzas are healthy and treat it as equal, even though in reality it never stands a chance against normal pizzas. And of course, I do have to clarify that I'm playing on Soltex server, which is located deep beneath the underworld, where the rails watch for gates very rich. And today a hacker deployed a Sandy inside the terrain, and it's literally tempting anyone spawning there to abuse the exploit. But being a good guy, I will not let this atrocity continue. So I destroyed the Sandy, in a game when another one was deployed. Now you may be wondering, dude, you get the final warning for the weapon lock. Just one accidentally friendly fire will get you weapon locked. But don't worry guys, because that is exactly where I want to be. Because now that I'm on the brink of being weapon locked, I can focus all my efforts on supporting. For example, there was a Max crying for a fix and nobody bothered to help him. But I cared, and actually went up there like a good soldier and repaired him. Cause I don't want to risk getting my weapon locked by playing normally. I went around with medical applicator on my hand, literally reviving everyone I can find, even if that person was going to be insta-killed again and again. And at this point I think I deserve to be promoted from a medic to a doctor. I actually took the pain to drive a Sander to the next base. And when this guy was asking for a ride, communicating to me in a machine language, in a situation where normal planet man would just ignore to get to the next base ASAP, I actually pulled over and gave him a ride. Now this was when I started to notice some abnormal changes that were taking place within me. No longer did I feel a need to teabag or BM my opponent, even when others were doing it, or when I could spiritually bond with my squadmate by teabagging together. When I accidentally ran over a friendly, I actually admitted my mistake and said sorry. When everybody was mean to Jeff in a chat, saying, Jeff is the reason why I have to go all the way back to Sanctuary to claim expedition. Go punch him. Jeff can stab his toe. I defended him from all these internet bullies. When my teammates were being farmed by A2G aircrafts, I volunteered to take on the anti-air duty. That is of course after logging out of NSO because the support faction has the worst anti-air. I even died in the process, just to save my teammates from being farmed. In fact, I even went an extra mile to destroy the nearest air terminal, so they can't even pull aircraft. And I waited and killed any engineer who came to fix the terminal. I kept coming back to make sure the terminal is dead, and camped here so I can kill the same guy over and over and over. Wait a minute, I'm still an asshole.